Hey guys, Angry Old Man here. Well, that was a whirlwind of a day. Um, Started out like it was before dawn. We got out of the house and blasted up to Fairmont watching the rapidly changing gas prices as we made our way to town. Um, just a shot in the dark, so to speak, after going to um, past Watson Elementary School to drop off number one. We turned around and headed back through, following my trail with the sun out to see if the shoe was just magically appeared or something. Sadly, it did not. So that meant the next step after a quick stop at the Disability Action Center was to zip on down to Bridgeport. Now, we stopped at the CityNet Center and I had a quick workout there. I had a 45-minute AT run that I got out of the way today. I did it on the treadmill and kind of the virtual runs are kind of built around 30-minute runs. So the video kind of runs out at 30 minutes and shifts you to the next one in line. One of my favorite runs is the Northeast North America. It's got a little bit of elevation, but it's not crazy. And it's got a nice flat stretch when you're running along the rail lines. So I hit that, and but right at 30 minutes, we shifted magically from Niagara Falls to Mount Zion National Park, which is just a vertical dream come true for those who like that sort of thing. So I was working that and realizing it was pumping my heart rate up a little higher than I wanted to for this particular exercise. So I did a quick reset and started over and finished out in Maine, I think it was. Anyway, we got that workout done, got cleaned up, and over to Bridgeport Running. We were still just a wee bit early, but we managed to get. I managed to get a pair of shoes that I can use. Now, I've talked not so nicely about the toe box situation in Hoka 1-1 shoes and their resistance to introducing an extra wide width. That being said, although there are other shoes on offer, when you're in a situation where you are basically desperate, it is the wise words of Homer J. Simpson, who said, "In times of trouble, boy, go with what you know." So I chose the devil I knew. And I grabbed a pair of Hoka 1-1 Arahi 5s. This is the, quote, last year model. So on the plus side, I got a very significant discount. It took a $130 pair of shoes and turned them into a a nice crisp Benjamin plus a little tax. So good deal. The shoes are comfortable enough. I will have to be wearing them pretty much just about up until the race to get them broke in. I wore them at work today. Once I got done at Bridgeport Running, I went to the shop, and they were as I remember. So I wasn't shocked that I got a little toe rub on my left foot. That's just the nature of this shoe. The upside is that there was a little more room than I remember on the right inside curve. So my right foot, which has very significant joint damage from like the arthritis, it seemed to have enough room to work. So I wore them and walked around today. Basically, what it's going to mean is that when I go suit up for the race, I'm going to put about half a jar of Vaseline in my sock when I shove my foot in there to run on that particular day. Hopefully that will take the edge off of the little bit of rub I get on that tiny little toe that just seems to just take the brunt of abuse from my steering leg. After that, there was pretty much, nothing but kudos to the wife, who tolerated like basically being on the go all day for us. Gas prices are now just we're my money says we're going to hit $4 before we hit the road Friday afternoon. If we don't, I'll be shocked. $4 a gallon. So we're a little gripey about that, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad. Tomorrow's big plan is for me to finish up work. I finish up around 4. I'm going to do everything in my power to finish up at 4 and be ready to go so we can hit the road, grab a quick bite to eat, and then get on interstate and get down to Cumberland, and then get off there and get onto the back roads that we take, crisscrossing through like Winchester, Virginia and whatnot, down through until we eventually pick up 17 and head south. This is generally, we've done it in 8 hours, a little less than 8 hours, I think, once or twice. But we're looking at about an 8-hour road trip there. Hoping everything goes okay there. I'll top up all the fluids in the car and just check everything out one last time before we blast off. Today is the 3rd. This will be the last video for this cycle until I pop out the other side. This has been not what I would consider the best training cycle I've ever done, but I have to say that I have learned a lot. A lot more than I thought I would. I've learned some of my physical limitations. I've learned some of my sort of, what do you want to call it, how many bridges I would be willing to cross for something, and there is a limit. In any case, I just want to take this moment to thank again CityNet Center, the Bridgeport complex, that gave us a safe and comfortable place to do the training for this marathon. Throw a quick shout out to Bridgeport Running for having the shoe I needed, at least the shoe I could use for this little emergency I ran into yesterday. Thanks to everybody who supported me through this cycle. The encouragement has been just incredible. I just can't say thank you enough to everyone, and I'm not even going to attempt to list everybody as an individual. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. I wanted to say thanks to the family, my wife, especially for being exceptionally tolerant. Running brings out both the best and the worst in me all at the same time, and it takes a special person to be able to tolerate both extremes of my personality at the same time. Sometimes in the same sentence, sometimes between bites of food. So, yeah, thanks, Fiona. Appreciate you. Another one is the support crew that's coming down with me. Our RO, my oldest daughter, the race organizer, she's the one that typically picks the races we're going to do, organizes those, tells us like our best options, does research, gives us some course information, things like that. She's not really a runner herself, but she has a knack for finding obscure races and things that we can excel at. Emily's been my training partner off and on through this cycle. Unfortunately, my work schedule has been, and the weather has been, so we didn't get as much trail time and road time together, but we did get some time together. I appreciate that. And the girls that hold the fort down when I'm off training and whatnot. I want to thank a couple guys at work. They're covering for me so I can have the full weekend off. I appreciate both Phoebe and Ray. You guys are awesome. Thanks for covering for me. These marathons mean the world to me, and it means the world that somebody's going to give me a little bit of fire support while I'm out there in the trenches. I know this video is running a little long, but it's the last one of the cycle until the actual race, so I want to have my say. If you see me out there running on the trails, if you see me out there running, just say hi. I will remind you again, I don't see well at all. I'm probably approaching, without my glasses, that point where, I'm just about blind without my glasses. And with my glasses, I'm only marginally better. So I don't always recognize people when I see you. I have to sometimes hear your voice, and you have to put yourself in context a little bit, and then I can recall that I'm old and my sight is failing. So just while you're out there, if you see me, say hi, it's me, so and so, and I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, great, awesome, and then we can have a chat, or we can run together, or we can just whatever you want to do. I'm pretty easy to get along with. Whatever your goal is, keep fighting. You might miss that goal. You might miss that goal several times. You might miss that goal 100 times. But just don't ever give up. Keep fighting. I say that for myself, and I say that for everyone. We can really get discouraged when just the world wants to just squat down right on top of us and just, make us miserable. But you just get up, brush yourself off, dry your tears, and you just push on. Being a goat farmer, as some of you have noticed during some of my videos this cycle, you can't win them all. And sometimes it seems like you've lost everything. But then along comes that one victory that means all the world to you. And that's what makes it worth it. And that's what I hope makes it worth it. Something like that is worth it to you, to keep going. Even when you don't think you're the fastest or the best out there on that racetrack. Keep slugging at it, guys. One day, if that's what you want to do, maybe you'll make it. Maybe not. But that's all right. It's the journey, not the destination. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you again. I hope you all have a great weekend. Keep following me on my Facebook page. I will be posting stuff there from time to time. And as I always say, run angry, my friends.